A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Touchdown, and the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
Extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Vita Vea never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got Lockett, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's gone. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. they'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 26. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
For the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Quick toss by Goff is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off-play action. Here's Goff. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up.
These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Third down, here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
To number 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
At their own 37-yard line.
That's the reason we bought for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to rip off a great chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Minnesota Vikings.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Goff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 13-7 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Lions 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
On the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go play action now. Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A gain of 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now the throw taken in by Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 8.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete.
A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's good for a Minnesota Vikings. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Goff. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for goal. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's gone. He is going to find Hill here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Bucker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
For 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 31, Goff gets this to the Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He finds a man in the crossing route. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They go play action with Haskins. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They're able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, it's Haskins. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Goff. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Lions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Complete to
Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Goff going to throw it. this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to air one out. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel in the final minute. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Risk taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 15 yards on the play. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
Alvin Kamara.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 40-yard line.
He's back to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Running with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. Is the one that decides it. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.